I think that there's this idea out there in Hollywood that men go to action movies and men go to these comic book movies, and
Right.
and they're gearing it towards men, and I think that's a big mistake. Because I think there are just as many women that like it, but then Hollywood goes and throws in man stuff, and it alienates the women.
It's a big issue with some of these is that they're like...
They're man cave movies.
But like what parts of it are off-putting to women?
Well, you constantly,
like a gratuitous butt shot?
Yes,
or
a gratuitous butt shot or boobs.
Over-sexualization of something.
Yeah, over-sexualization, which I understand comes in comics, like I get that.
Yeah.
But then I feel like also that they sort of try and placate the women, and they do it in the manly way, which men need to just take a lesson. Because throwing a love story, a ridiculous, lame, unbelievable love story in the middle of a comic book does not make women want to go see it.
Which ridiculous love story?
Oh,
there's so many of them.
Or like freaking
just the token love interest.
Batman even, like I get it, like Superman, Spider-Man. I understand that in those comics there are love stories.
But you have like 5 or 6 issues to work into a love story, not
just
2 scenes in
now you're
a
in
2.5
love.
hour movie.
A guy falls from the heavens, and now Natalie Portman loves him. That's ridiculous.
Thor is hot though.
Thor is hot,
and Natalie Portman is hot.
And I think that's what they do for women is they throw in this like token love scene.
And really, it's just to put those women on the canvas. Okay, let's go back to one thing. Just to have women in these stories, a lot of times they'll make one of the female characters a love interest, and then the spunky friend, right? Because they always come in pairs with these token characters.
Yes.
And they don't really do anything to advance a plot or have a storyline of their own.
Right.
And then you look at something like Rogue One, which was teetering on the edge of a love story for 2 or 3 seconds at the very end.
They played with it throughout, don't you think? I think they played with it.
There was some tension there.
But I respect the hell out of what they did with it.
I love that. There was never like, will they or won't they? In terms of relationships, it was
they died.
Will they or won't they die?
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, they die. Yeah.
She was kick ass.
But
and I think that Star Wars is doing well. This is actually that's a good point.
It's the gold standard right now.
They put a woman in there as a main character.
Rey, Jyn, they are the lead protagonists.
And the movie does well. So let's go back to Thor. Like Natalie Portman, she's this big biochemist or something. I don't know. She's some doctor or something.
Yeah.
And they totally offplay that and just still make her the love interest. It's ridiculous. Women can do other things.
Well,
and this is why there's all this pressure on Wonder Woman. I think Star Wars has almost a momentum of its own, and I really respect the hell out of the Star Wars people for
the gold standard right now.
Putting in a woman
They're
as
not
the
hypersexualized.
protagonists.
They're lead protagonists.
They're badasses.
Yeah, they're strong, independent characters who don't need any kind of help from the males.
You think of kid-wise and role models.
Brilliant.
Like, girls and boys can get behind this female character. And I think that's what Hollywood takes for granted. They want to grow up into big boys, and
we're just gonna get into it. It's gonna get real.